the untouched realms of the remote and the uninhabited. Not only on the hunt for dinner, we're in search of as many blue holes as we can find. It's an adrenaline-packed adventure while sharing the waters with some big bullies.
Am I bleeding?
Characterized by their untouched beauty and pristine natural landscapes, the Ragged Islands are an ideal location for us to take in seclusion and enjoy true, off-the-grid living. We started our time here in a protected anchorage as strong winds pass and found the perfect little beach nearby for an open fire cookout. So the rice, we've just got some seasoning in there, and I threw in potatoes, onion, and carrots. This is the mahi we caught the other day. So much of it, so we just thawed it and marinated it in Italian dressing and Old Bay seasoning. All right, we've got our rice in containers and our fish all wrapped and ready to go. Some drinks.
Oh, this sweet guy.
I thought it was dead when you first brought it because of all the sand on its face. Got a hogfish! Our first one!
Yeah, but I shot him right through the meat.
I know.
Not a bad size.
Well, not too shabby.
Once the winds settled a bit, we set sail in search of our first blue hole.
Bye, Jibsea. See you in a little bit. Look how crazy the shoreline looks. It's so pretty. Look, the curves that it does, like, just looks so pretty.
It is so pretty.
You know what would make this super perfect? If all these palm trees were coconut palms.
Yeah, and there was a tap that served pina colada. That was free.
No, I'm happy with just the regular coconuts. They're delicious. Goat tracks. No humans live on this little island, but there are goats.
Not quite the blue hole I was expecting.
It's dark, but it's green.
It's like a stagnant hole.
We brought our snorkels in case, you know, one of us was curious enough to stick our heads below to see what's under there, but I don't know. Travis, you gonna do it?
No. How cool would that have been if this was crystal clear, though? Oh, would have been wicked.
Maybe it's an optical illusion. Give her a try.
You first.
No, you try. Mr. Thrill Seeker? Mr. Adrenaline Junkie?
No, thank
Get
you.
it going.
No.
It is really cool, though.
Yesterday's blue hole didn't end up really being much of a blue hole. We looked on the maps and we think we might have found another one. So calm. It's a nice day for a sail anyway. We're going fast.
Anchored right over top of it, so you can kind of see all around. It's dark blue. It's like 20 feet and then goes to 40 feet deep.
Lunch is served. Triggerfish with the chien sauce and very special avocado. Anything fresh while in the Bahamas is a treat. I do like white fish. Feel like it's in between a hogfish and a grouper. I don't know, I'm really bad at describing things, but yeah, it's very flaky. Not as like, I don't know, plushy as a grouper, like soft, but kind of crumbly like a hogfish, but not as crumbly. I don't know, take that for what it's worth. It's delicious, it's mild. I wish I stocked up on more chien sauce from the French islands. It is delicious.
We're heading north today. As you can see, quite shallow. That was always the fun part of the Bahamas, is getting to learn the color of the depths. Like that right there is 34 feet. So when you're in sand and very shallow, it pretty much looks like just sand. Another indication it's really shallow if the waves start to break. No go. On to the next. Means we gotta pass this shallow bank and then really beat up into the wind, so. Whee!
anchor's down in the Jumentos Cays, which are little chain of islands just north of the Raggeds and south of the Exumas. We're in bullshark territory. Flamingo Key here in this sort of area just north and south of it. There are, I think, 4 resident bullsharks that are known to come right into the bay and swim off the back of your boat. So it's not really the ideal anchorage to swim about. Excited to be here. It is more remote, untouched. That is busy. It's beautiful. Look how pretty the water is. Oh, I love the Bahamian sparkle of the waters.
Actually some fun climbing.
That looks freaking sharp.
I didn't get my shoes on. I miss climbing.
Yeah, you'll also miss your feet too.
I don't really have a toenail right now, so. Super cool.
So cute there.
I was like, you know, I want to be a little bit deeper and try to climb up and in and around some of this stuff. Was super fun.
Looking at all of the dark patches, trying to find somewhere with a reef versus just being rock and grass. Was there anything down there?
Oh, nice Spanish mackerels past us, and a good sized hogfish, but it's all flat. There's nothing here. Alright, we just got back from spearing and couldn't get much because the moment you'd spear something, you get sharks all around you. Our GoPro died, but Steph caught
Another trigger fish.
She got another trigger.
Better than nothing, it's dinner.
Pretty looking fish.
Yeah, it's still alive.
Oh, it is still alive.
It is still alive. Don't show it. Right when the GoPro died, of course, there was like a wall of barracuda. We jump in and I look behind Travis and I know how much he loves the barracudas. I was like, whoa, turn around. It was like dozens of them swimming behind him. And then we had these huge remora, like the sucker fish with the little suction cups on top. There's a bunch. And then there were 2 sharks that came about and they were like doing the aggressive thing. So we leapt out of the dinghy. Travis knocked me in the head. So I got a little bit of an egg right there. Anyway, we're freezing, so we came back. Now I gotta process this thing. I feel bad, it's still alive.
Steph was in the dinghy. She was watching all this craziness. And then the shark, he kind of was swimming normally, and then he looked at me, and then he started swimming kind of like quickly straight at me. And I was vertical. I wasn't like horizontal in the water, and I know if you're vertical, they're more timid. But he didn't seem timid at all, and he came like just coming up for a sniff almost.
My head.
He was coming up quick.
Am I bleeding?
So I jumped out and whacked her in the head with the pole. Whoops. She's okay. It's okay. Got a little nugget on her noggin. we're sailing. We're off to find another blue hole on our way north, so that's perfect. It's just a couple hours from our last anchorage. And I feel a little more confident about this one. I think it's gonna be a really cool one.
Alright, so we just anchored outside the blue hole here in 21 feet of water. There's already a couple of boats here anchored as well. And you can see how cool that blue hole looks. Like you can see the perimeter is a little bit darker, and then the middle is more of like a brighter blue. Let's see if we can catch some dinner.
Should be good.
It was a really cool spot because it wasn't very deep. Like, it didn't look like you were swimming looking down into a dark abyss. It was very pretty, and we even caught ourselves some dinner. We each caught a grouper in this bucket. Travis caught this guy. And I got, ew, something was in it. And then I caught this strawberry grouper, super pretty looking. Never had one of those guys. That's gonna be dinner tonight. It's getting a little rolly here, so we are gonna move into the main anchorage just ahead of us. That's not our dinghy floating away. Travis is actually underwater with the dinghy, swimming with it to shore. Because here in this bay that we've moved into, called Fisherman's Bay, it's known to be sharky in the waters, and we did see one just now. We thought it was a nurse shark originally, but then we sent the camera underwater, and then Travis jumped in, took a peek, and confirmed it is a bull, because fishermen will stop here after they catch their fish and clean them and throw them in the water and all that stuff. Another bay that you don't really want to swim in or swim too far away from your boat from. There's a few other boats here because it's kind of like a jump off point in the Jumentos. It's the furthest north, so a lot of people will wait here until they can get a window to sail up to the Exumas or over to Long Island. We're going to make some grouper fingers and probably just relax before we sail off tomorrow. Oh, looks like he's made it to shore. Let us know in the comments below if you'd be comfortable catching your dinner in these waters, or if you think we're just absolutely nuts. We'll see you back here next week, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't miss our next sail. We're cutting through unbelievably stunning shallow waters where our speed meets our depth.